doing things you can't believe.
What's good people out there in the world? You already know what it is. You got your three favorite guys from your favorite podcast, the 3-Man Weave Podcast. It's your boy Cannon with you as always. With me, I got...
Y'all already know it's your boy Hill. Hill gonna hear regardless, baby. Let's get it.
Oh, AJ, El Presidente. Yeah, yep. I have a crap ton of energy.
That's good. I like that. I like that good energy right there, man. Which episode is this? This 52? Ooh, okay. What is this? Ray Lewis episode? Patrick Willis episode?
Yeah, let's do Patrick Willis.
You can catch us on all major podcast platforms, 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. What you about to say?
Was he from Maryland? Patrick Willis?
Nah, that's Navarro.
That was Navarro. But I thought Patrick Willis was from Maryland too.
Nah,
man.
he really from Mississippi.
He from Mississippi?
Yeah, still slaves when he was in high school.
That boy was nice before the injury, man.
Whew. Yeah, I think he prematurely retired, but you gotta.
But it makes his thing was really bad though. His leg.
What you about to say, AJ?
I mean, I think he still had a pretty damn good career regardless.
Yeah, he definitely did.
But he was on the Hall of Fame trajectory.
He was, man. He could do it.
I mean,
man.
Had he gotten the Super Bowl, I think he could have went to the Hall of Fame. Because I mean, you think about Terrell Davis, he had a really short career, so they was unsure if he was gonna get in or not. So sometimes that ring, even though I feel like certain positions, even though I feel like a Super Bowl ring shouldn't solidify your career in football, especially. But
I really don't think he's the Hall of Fame anyway. But I mean,
who TD?
Yeah, but it is what it is for me.
Yeah.
I really didn't either, because to me, you got to be good for a long time.
Yeah, you gotta have.
Longevity is number one on my
list.
check off list for Hall of Fame. Yeah, man.
Before we started, I gotta, your boys wild out yet again.
Who my boys?
Redskin, your safety.
What we do?
Nicholson.
What did he do this time? Cause I don't even follow him or none of that.
He's cooperating with the authorities with the death of a 21-year-old woman. Apparently, like she overdosed on something.
Wait, what?
Like I said, I just got the news right before.
This man Hiller is an investigative reporter.
But he dropped her off at the hospital, and that was it.
Oh yeah, you know how that goes.
Oh, I think I heard about that.
But it's like he should have been cut after that fight that he had that one time.
Because he out of control.
Yeah, and then now you got this incident. It's like it's really not a good look for you for somebody that's borderline, really not not that good or not that valuable to be dealing with this. But I ain't about to stay on him long. I just wanted just give you some more bad news for your boys.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. That's why I'm here.
You got a real topic to set it off with though?
I got plenty.
Or you want to get yours out the way, AJ?
Yeah, go ahead. I got plenty.
Oh, well, I just wanted to say real quick, we saw, I think it was that Monday night game, the Seahawks versus the 49ers.
Yeah.
I want to just say, Hill, I appreciate you for actually calling out the people who talked about you when you had Russell Wilson over Tom Brady, because we've been catching a lot of heat on social media from people trying to make sure that they prove, like they point out when we are wrong. Yeah. They want to make sure that hey, how this sound? Oh, remember you said this? It ain't looking too good now. You wasn't right then. But whenever we right, no one ever want to give us our credit for being right. So I really appreciate it.
Few people have.
A few.
Yeah, but they start to hide when we write. They're like, oh, there you go. What happened? Like keep it real. We want that same energy, and I understand why they call us out, because we're accessible. They can. They can reach out and touch us. They can say something, and we're gonna respond back. They can't do that with the mainstream media.
But I do want to speaking of that game real quick.
Some of them be in their comments.
Speaking of that game real quick, at the end in the post game interview, Russell Wilson said this was the craziest game that he's ever been a part of. And I just really think that he must have erased Malcolm Butler out of his mind.
No, I think what he mean when he said that is Russell was having a horrible first half, man. He was having a horrible first half, and I thought the game was over. I thought it was over. I thought that they were gonna lose, and I was happy about that because I needed Russell to have a bad game. But man, he turned he. It was like a totally different game, and I think he just made crazy in that aspect of how.
Well, because to me, I think that
halves. You feel me?
Me, it was a tale of two halves too, because I felt like, oh, they about to win this.
But
you got beast mode on the 1 yard line,
really
2 timeouts.
That whole Super Bowl though, he was consistent that whole Super Bowl. He just made that one mistake at the end. You feel me?
And you got to think about this game. Like, it was a lot of turnovers, like a lot of fumbles, pick sixes, or or fumble took it to the crib.
It was ugly. It was definitely an ugly game.
It was a fight, definitely a fight. And then think about it. Think about what he was doing in overtime. He was marching down the field, just they was already ready to give him the trophy. Then he throws the interception, and then he's thinking like, okay, all they got to do is go get a field goal, like, and then he ended up getting the ball back. I can see why in that moment he can say, yo, this is one of the craziest games I've been in.
Definitely. And he just said one of them. He ain't say. Did he say the craziest game, or just one?
Yeah.
But I know I feel what AJ's saying though. Like, you got to think about
I
that.
do.
That's
Super Bowl.
Yeah. Super Bowl.
That's a legitimate. That's a legitimate.
Shouldn't nothing trump that. I don't care what it's a Super Bowl.
Especially when you gave it up.
Yeah.
He probably erased that from his memory.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know is did he completely erase that out of his mind? Because apparently he forgot about that. That's all I'm saying. Another. Okay, go ahead.
No, you got another one. Let's go.
I just coming out that game. Did y'all watch like the pregame lead up?
Oh,
I was watching pregame lead up.
So
it's sad, man.
You
know how
Steve Young?
Nah, it's not even that.
Not even Steve.
To me,
Steve.
we gonna call this one "Stick to Your Day Job."
Facts.
Because they had a segment with Tyler Lockett.
Oh yeah.
His hobby, his little outside of football thing is he likes to do spoken word and Playboy. No. Let's go ahead and just cut that out. Let's focus on this gridiron, bro.
Them words don't
your poetry ain't it. Your poetry ain't it.
It's terrible. Like it was bad.
I ain't worried about the money, mama. And I ain't worried about the fame. I ain't worried about people coming at me for the wrong reasons. I ain't about to associate myself with that drama. I'm just ready to see a better day. Yeah, we gonna make it, mama, one day. And if life is really messed up, then I'ma fix it and make it work. But what's the chances that it'll break again? And then nothing happens the way that we expect it to in this life, and it's like the world is just trying to have its way again. I know it's hard to understand, but mama, it's all or nothing. I think we should take...
Bro, your mama needs to slap you on that. Don't ever disrespect your mama. Don't ever disrespect your mama with that shit, bro.
I don't even think he was talking to his mama, and that's the funny thing.
Nah, that's up there with.
How's everybody doing? Alright, before I start, I want to thank everybody on my teammates for coming out to support. Shut up. Hopefully that goes right. The poem is called "Turn Off the Lights."
Ooh, you get kinky with it.
Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. You don't want y'all to see what's going on in his life. Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. So I can see what living in the pitch black is really like. Cause my brother's in the dark and he been falling apart because of women that he...
Cut this man.
See,
please don't
play.
He
tried to harmonize at the beginning?
See, you know what's crazy? I was going to show him some love, like, I don't even know what word I wanted to show him, but, he a virgin, right?
Oh, so he on his AC Green, huh?
But I can see why he's still a virgin now, because, this is what happened. He seen Love
Jones.
It
all makes sense. You know what?
He tried to do the Love Jones, and ain't nobody coming to see that.
And because Love
it all just makes sense,
bro. It's 29. It's almost 2020.
Nah, we know people that's powerful with them words that can get that. They can get that off.
Yeah, maybe.
These Tyler Lockett lyrics
is awful.
These TLLs, we good. we good on these, bro.
The ladies love Lockett.
We didn't give him too much time, in my opinion.
And his haircut. Who is his barber? That's one of the worst haircuts, easily.
He need to come on home, bro. He need somebody cut on the street lights. He need to find his way home,
bro. I'm living in the dark, and my phone is dark. That's how it looked like when they cut his hair, bro. Come on.
I'll turn off the lights. Why you cut my hair?
Come on,
That's
bro.
not fair.
Nah, but what I wanted to say, I would appreciate you giving me my flowers. You know, we give each other credit.
Why you here?
Yeah, why we here? I ain't going nowhere. You called me out personally on text about Mike Tomlin, right?
Yeah.
And I had him fired.
I mean, it's still possible.
Whoa. No. He already at this point.
He done turned it around.
He already overachieved from what I said. Because me personally, I thought they was going to have a bad season, and I didn't think that he was going to get the necessary time that the other coaches did. I never questioned his coaching ability. None of that. I just thought that he was going to get scapegoated.
Nukes
Them boys
don't skate.
He paid.
They got a time my guy Dollar sent me something. He said the Steelers' 4 losses this year have come against teams with a combined record of 31-6.
Let's be real. That's a good stat.
So they lost to the Patriots.
But what they wins come against?
But you lost. But think about it though.
I know.
I know you hate it.
AJ super negative, man. He gonna find it, man.
I know you
I'm
hate
just
it.
saying.
But they lost to the Patriots. They lost to the Seahawks. They lost to the 49ers. They lost to the Ravens. Even if they was fully healthy, these losses are not bad losses. You know. So like I said, I want to give Mike Tomlin his credit, and I want to apologize to all the Steelers fans that I had to get him fired. Like I said, if we gonna pat ourselves on the back for being right, we gotta just wear it on the chin when we wrong. I was wrong.
Well, Steelers fans, just know that Cannon said that there's only been 3 Pittsburgh Steelers coaches in a modern time since the 60s.
That's what they was
Chuck
banking
Noll,
on.
Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin. So I knew that. I'm pretty sure Chuck Noll and Bill Cowher. I know for a fact Bill Cowher had some bad seasons.
He had a whole lot of bad seasons.
So I don't think their resume just don't show one bad season. I know in the NFL that's the trend, especially for someone who looks like Mike Tomlin, that one bad season, scapegoat. I didn't personally think the Steelers was going to do it, but thanks to Mike Tomlin, never quitting, never giving up, we not even going to have to worry about that.
I was purposely waiting to give that apology in the offseason. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hoping that he got fired.
Nah,
but I was like I said, I just predicted that he wasn't going to get the
and it was a good prediction. And like I said, it's still possible.
And I was ready to get at it. I was ready to get at apology then, but it came a little earlier. That's it for me. Let's go ahead and transition, brother.
Hey, did Mike Tomlin take that Steve Harvey lace front off yet and admit that he balled, or he's still trying to rock that?
Still laced up.
All right, okay. I just want to make sure.
At least his look nice.
Yeah, it's still fresh.
There's some people out here, man, that just need to stop. But
all right, episode 100 coming around, and I got this lace front beard on. Y'all gonna be all right.
That's not what we're gonna do. We can call you out on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else on this pod got a beard. Well, goddamn it, I'm gonna get me one too.
You got one.
By hook or crook. Nah, that's a little. You turn. This is my good side, but over here it's a little.
That's better than a lot. That's better than a lot of people, man.
Little Paul Georges, you know.
I'm gonna switch gears, man. You know me, I like hypotheticals, man. So
man.
Yeah, and I hate them.
I know, and Hill really hate them.
Yeah.
So Hill, come on, man. Like, just don't give me the one word answer. I need. Even if you give the one word answer, I need your reasoning why.
All right.
Kyrie or Kemba, if you could pick today for your franchise, who you going with?
Kyrie.
Why?
He's just a better player. He doesn't have an offensive weakness in his game, and that's why.
What about defense? You don't care about that?
I specifically said he doesn't have an offensive weakness.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
His defense. Defense is not his strong suit. He's not a liability on defense per se, but that's not his strong suit. But neither is that for Kemba.
AJ?
Kyrie, because Kemba is basically Kyrie with cable. So I'm definitely gonna go with Kyrie. I mean, it only makes sense. And I've stated before. I don't believe Kyrie is like you can't win a championship in my mind with Kyrie as your number one player. I think Kyrie is a great number two. But if I'm starting a team and those the only two left on my fantasy big board, I'm going Kyrie.
Okay, I like how you answered that. I'm going Fly. But a lot of people, a lot of Boston fans, are saying that they already feel like they won. They won this, whatever the sweepstakes. Kyrie chose to leave.
You know why? You know why they won that? The only reason why they're saying that they feel like they won that is because Kyrie didn't stay. Had Kyrie stayed and they had the option to trade Kyrie for Kemba, nobody would have been like, oh yeah, trade Kyrie for Kemba. The only reason why they saying they feel like they won right now is because Kyrie didn't want him. It's like that bitter ex that always talking shit like you did this, you wasn't this and that, but still be on your phone talking about, hey, why can I get you back? Why won't you talk to me? Why won't you? Nah, the only reason why they talking about this right now is because Kyrie decided to leave them. If Kyrie never decided to leave, if Kyrie would have resigned, they're gonna be like, oh, nah, we still got a chance. We doing this. But now, oh, he think the earth is flat. He does this. He don't play defense. Nah, I'm not trying to hear none of that because at the end of the day, I mean, yes, sometimes less is more. So if Kemba may not be the better player, but sometimes you take a better player and then it allows other people to, grow. But I think Kyrie has shown that he can play with other players that are maybe at the caliber or better, but who knows?
Just because we didn't pick Kemba don't mean like it's not a notch on Kemba.
Like I said, if it was on my fantasy big board, I'm just gonna be like.
I like how you put that.
Yeah, my thing about I just hate the reason why I hate Boston fans like at this juncture of the time like.
Because they're racist.
So I'm not even gonna go there. I'll let you
oh,
do that.
sorry.
It's just
sorry.
It's like how quick do we forget? Like,
edit point.
How quick do we forget? When Kyrie's first year there, they started off this exact same way.
Mm-hmm.
And like they did the same thing. They went on a run. I think they went on a way longer run than what they're on right now. And they rode that all the way to the number one seed that year. And then they got hurt. And then, like you said, you got to think about it. They beat the Bucks with no coach. They beat the first year Sixers when this is their first year not trusting the process. So they had no playoff experience whatsoever, and they went 7 games with both of them teams because what? They had home court advantage. And then they lost, like I said, they lost to Bron easily. Mm-hmm. But once again, like. They fell for this narrative that they played so well without Kyrie. They did this without Kyrie. Like how quick did y'all forget?
Nah, y'all still need some help.
One thing, well, shout out to the Celtics because they are on that 9-game winning streak.
They're balling right now.
But one thing I do like about I would say one advantage that Kemba Walker has over Kyrie is availability.
And that's what I was gonna say. If somebody picked Kemba over Kyrie, because that's the only thing that he got above Kyrie. He don't get injured. Kemba ain't never got injured.
He ain't, but I don't
wish injury on nobody.
But the way you said it was like, man, don't tempt.
I don't wish injury on nobody, so I don't even.
Universe,
yeah, I feel
you. Moving on from the Celtics, I just wanted to highlight how I've done it already this season. I got to keep shouting out this guy, man. John Morant. I'm watching the game the other night.
Did he get like a game winner or something like that?
Yes, he did hit the game winner. But the moves that he was doing throughout the game. First of all, bro, this dude don't have no back down in him. I haven't seen nothing like this in a long time. It reminds me of Kobe or Jordan, the way that he's attacking people. And just the moves, like he was doing moves with absolutely no space on the court.
Yeah.
No space on the court, doing moves. And the game winner, just ice water in his veins. Right now, he's Rookie of the Year in my book by a landslide. It's just unfortunate that we not getting what we were advertised. We thought we were going to have a strong run in 1 and 2, and we're not getting that.
Like I said, it's still a long season.
It's definitely a long
It's,
season.
You know they're gonna
it's definitely a long season.
hit that rookie wall, and we're gonna see what's up. Since why we on the NBA, man? How y'all feel about this load management?
Oh man.
Oh, Kenan.
Want me to speak to
I was about to
from that
say.
standpoint? I'm gonna be a fan. I'm gonna be a fan.
However you want to answer it, I just want to know how do you genuinely feel
So,
about load management?
If I'm a hardworking citizen, these tickets are ridiculous. Even for the Wizards, last year when they were trash, the ticket prices are ridiculous for seats that aren't even good. And so if I'm going to pay my hard-earned money and people really aren't injured, like James Harden said, then I expect for you to drag your behind out there, man, honestly. Because I had to drag my behind out here on a work day. Y'all play most of the time Tuesdays, stuff like that. I'm on a work day. I'm out here drinking beers. I got to get up early in the morning. I done spent my hard-earned money, took my lady out, and we can't even see the superstars on the team?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. If you aren't really hurt, I don't like that. Because James Harden, he kept it real. Like, James do be available.
Yeah, every time.
And I know he done been nicked up. So, you see what I'm saying? So, to each his own, you know, whatever it is, Kawhi, you know your own body, you got to do what you got to do. But you got a track record of this, man. You did this in San Antonio.
So, how I feel about load management, I feel really, really bad for the NFL. Because they be out there breaking legs, fingers, trying to sneak through the concussion protocol just so they could get on the field because they know if they get hurt and they in a contract year or whatever the case may be, they can just get cut and somebody else get plugged in. Especially for the players that be on like special teams, they be out there with the little Mega Man fist on with the cast, trying to make tackles because they got a broken wrist. Playing for that non-guaranteed contract while these NBA players like, man, I'm gonna take a little night off. Like, what? Come on, bro. Like, you making millions and you 82 games and you ain't you just, you know what I mean, running up, you know, finesse, Euro. But I definitely don't like it just because, I mean, as far as the players go, you know, hey, they got the power. The NBA is that one professional association where the players really do have a lot of power. And it comes from how much money that they are able to get from those guaranteed contracts. And they utilizing it. And so I respect that. But man, like I said, I definitely feel bad for the NFL. I know this is a basketball topic, but damn, like y'all, no wonder Malik Beasley and Sua Craven's fault. He was getting all that energy. He was like, you know, like I done got brain damage and ain't none of my money guaranteed. Bro, you barely any good. And you make more money than some of the stars in the NFL.
That's crazy.
The fact that, like, I'm in like a rock and a hard place between this one because, like, I understand load management, and I'm sure y'all do too.
Yeah,
we understand.
Yeah, I understand.
I understand it. But do I like it?
It's like,
that was the question.
First,
like.
yeah, of course.
Do I like it?
Of course. Now, for me personally, before Christmas, it shouldn't be no load management at all. Like, come on, bro. Like, you had a whole off season, especially if you didn't play in the Olympics.
The
you
playoffs coming up, I can be more lenient.
I'm
with
like,
you.
that's what I'm saying.
Then.
But like before Christmas, like, come on, bro. What you managing?
It's
What load are you managing?
It's November, bro. It's
Like,
early November.
That's the part that I like. I said, unless you legit injured, you got a nicked up. We like, all right, come on now.
And according to
It's a
Doc
marathon.
Rivers, Kawhi was not.
Hey, but then
Doc Rivers, he really snitched.
But he's just an honest guy by default.
Yeah.
And while we on Doc Rivers, boom, perfect segue. Another one of my topics.
Hold on. Let me because Mark Cuban said he's a fan of load management. He be like, if you just look at the science and the data, it's beneficial. So that's why I'm like,
He's speaking from Dirk when he had him late. You know, like,
but Dirk won't even load managing either though. Like until
Because Dirk knees didn't work. Dirk that won't load management. Dirk really needed a break.
Yeah,
I just feel that they should just. I mean, if in the beginning of the season, you should just be managing people's minutes, bro. Like for real, like no reason that some of these players should be playing
40
like,
minutes
yeah,
already.
the entire
38.
game. Like, you know,
that's your
just
fault.
manage some of it. Put them on a minute restriction if you got to, and just go and just coach.
Shout out to Frank Vogel, man.
He's sticking to them.
Sticking to his joint.
Rondo ain't played since.
Doc Rivers, man. Doc Rivers. Speaking of him being an honest guy, the NBA refs walked right up to Doc Rivers in his face. And I've worked games before, and if you work professional games, you know that the referees, they'll tell the coaches how many timeouts they have. They'll go and check with the table with the official score. They'll come back and say, Coach, you got 2 timeouts. They looked Doc Rivers in his face, told the man he had 2 timeouts. He called his next timeout, and they give the man a tech. They say you ain't have no more timeouts. And they didn't own up to it. That is my problem. So it's really a referee question. How do y'all feel about referees saying statements to coaches during the game, and they're not mic'd up, so we as the fans can't hear what they're saying. Mm-hmm. But if we know Doc Rivers, we know he's not lying. You feel what I'm saying? How can they say one thing to a coach, charge him with another thing, and act like that didn't happen? How y'all feel about that?
I mean, it's definitely wrong, and it'd be something. They should be suspended.
That's what I was thinking.
Like it should be some reprimand for that. Like you can't just be going ahead. That's cheating.
That's to be cheating, and that's why Doc Rivers was out there on the court like that.
Because that's frustrating. Because you told me one thing, and I went out there with that information that you gave me. I went accordingly with that, and now I'm jeopardized. Nah, and that's points. And that's points.
What you got to say?
And that's points. Nah, you should be reprimanded for that. That's
Alright, bitch, you going to? So, the reason why I can't go for that is because, yes, the referees, I understand. But to me personally, Doc should have never been going to the referees and saying how many timeouts do I have left, because it should be someone on his camp, on his sideline, somewhere where he can turn around and say, hey, that's tracking it and saying, how many timeouts do I have left? Mm-hmm. And so what he can do is, with them tracking it and saying how many timeouts do I have left, and he calls that timeout and they give them a tech, and they say, hey, you don't have no timeouts left, he can go to that person and say, no, we called this timeout in this situation, which leaves us this many timeouts left. Y'all need to review that. And so it puts the onus back onto the referees to show them, hey, I got it right and you got it wrong, not just to let them get it wrong. Because it's, we get on referees for making bad calls all the time, so we know the referees ain't perfect. So I'm not going to leave it up to the referees for my timeouts. I'm going to keep track of my timeouts. I'm not asking nobody else on how many timeouts I got. I know what happened to the Fab Five.
Yeah. Pussy, man.
I can't argue with you on that. That's
you got to take ownership still at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Even
so that's my point. So yeah,
I feel you.
Like I'm not about to be like, because like a coach any other time will tell you we shouldn't have left it up to any other calls. We had other plays and stuff like that in their post-game interviews. We shouldn't have left it up to the referees. We shouldn't have put it in the referees' hands. So I'm not about to leave my timeouts in the referees' hands. I need someone in my staff to track my timeouts.
Very good point, but this is my thing. The game is supposed to be a thing of integrity. If you aren't going to tell me accurate information and at least stand up for the information, because the 2 referees that told them that, they backed away when it was time to negotiate. So this is my thing. If you're not going to stand by what you're telling me on the court, don't tell me things.
Wait. I can't go with that either. You know why? The NBA will really send out a letter saying, hey, the referees messed up this call after the game. They've done it numerous times. So that's another reason why I'm not about to ask no referees on the court about nothing. Just why, if I'm a coach, why am I? We see it like, even in the NFL, they've been challenging this PI. Now they can challenge fouls calls. And half of the time, it don't never get overturned because they don't want to, on the court, make it look like you're about to discredit the referees. But they'll come out later and make a statement and say, hey, the referees missed that.
I mean, because
the referee didn't make that call.
Per the rule book, the referee has the final say-so on the court. Like, that commission can't come on the court and overrule the referee regardless. But that's my point. That's what I'm saying. So now, like I said, if I'm going to challenge the referee,
I'm not going to challenge the referee because the referee told me something. I'm going to challenge the referee because I have proof.
But I just want him to just have integrity when he speak to me.
You can't.
That's all.
You can't put people.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not asking.
Can't
I'm not
expect
asking him to be
You can't
perfect.
expect them from you. I mean, you can't expect.
But I'm not asking him. I'm not saying. I'm not asking him to be perfect. I'm saying like if you told me to and you know you did, you should have been over there saying I told him to.
Yeah, I feel you.
You see what I'm saying? And something else should have happened. A jump ball or something else. One more something. You feel me?
Other than the tech.
Thank you. I shouldn't have been tacked and
For cussing you out for y'all being wrong. Yeah.
That's all.
Y'all
Cuss out.
That's all.
Y'all think Doc Rivers beat the shit out of Austin?
I think so, man. And I wanted to get to that part too, man. I think so because, man, I just know I couldn't have got away with that with my pops. If my pops is in the heat of some battle and I'm opposing him, I'm gonna have to deal with him later, man.
Bro, I just know.
I'm gonna have to.
I know Doc Rivers' ass beatings is something different with that ashy ass voice. Can you?
Different.
I told your ass not ever. Don't ever do that again.
I felt Austin.
Hey, look,
You traded me.
He enjoyed it too much.
You traded
Definitely
me.
traded him.
You got
definitely
rid of me.
traded him.
You child. You're fresh in blood. Nah. You got rid of me, bro.
He
Nah.
enjoyed it. Boy, clapping up.
Yeah,
He was
T
begging
him,
for
bro.
the tea.
T him,
I
give him
built this
now.
shit.
Yeah.
Me, brick by brick.
Did an interview about the joint. Said, look, man, I enjoyed it. Told I'm gonna call you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see you Thanksgiving, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just text mama first. You know what I'm saying? Mama protect you.
Meanwhile, Paul George on his team, and we know what he did.
You never go against your family in public, man. Never.
Bro, he traded me.
That's
bro, you
business.
traded me.
That's business, man.
This is business
When
too. I need this tech.
When I drafted you, I told you, look, bro, if you don't produce, I can't. It's nothing I can do, bro.
Bruh.
If it's in your
This is
hands,
business, right?
If you stay in here or not.
This is business, right? I need y'all to tee him up. We need this points. We need this win.
Yeah, y'all needed it.
And it worked.
Yeah,
Holla at me. He
but
would
like
did the
AJ
same
said,
thing. He did the same thing.
You getting the beating when I see you, man.
Hey, man,
on site.
Grown man.
On site.
Grown man.
Grown man, and I'm still taking Big Hill over you.
Bro, man, boy, something you got to deal with.
I would take him too, but
Thank you.
But still,
All I'm saying.
He know he got to fight now though.
Okay.
He know this ain't little DJ coming up.
Probably been waiting for a little DJ.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, been waiting for this moment.
Big Hill don't want no smoke. Tell you right now. You know what I'm saying? He may win, but it's the fact though, it's gonna be different. He better make it a quick one. He can't go the distance.
You can't go to this.
I can go longer than my pops. Tell you right, that's all I can do. Go longer than my pops. That's all that matters.
You definitely go longer.
Speaking of going longer, never mind, I ain't go there. Never mind, I ain't go. Yeah.
Please don't. Oh man, hurry.
Yeah.
All right, bro. We went too long. You know we done delayed it too long. We got two of them.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We just go ahead. Hey, these NCAA suspensions.
Uh-huh.
Chase Young. What's the boy from Memphis name?
James Wiseman.
Come on, man. Go ahead, give it to me. Go ahead.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Man.
That's what I say to the NCAA.
But it's a little bit more to that James Wiseman that done came out now.
Go ahead. So whose side you on?
Man. With the James Wiseman, Memphis East High School is about to have to forfeit their state championship.
That makes no sense to me though.
Because, bro, Penny was the coach, man.
What does that mean? They knew. I mean, they knew it. I'm confused.
Even in high school, like he was violating him
What did he
and another
violate?
player.
What did he
him
violate
and
in
another
high
player,
school?
Ryan Boyce. I don't know if they was eligible to be on that team. You know, it's a jurisdiction thing.
They knew that when they played them.
Listen, bro.
And he purposely moved them to Memphis. He moved them there.
And
he moved them to the area that was justified.
That may not be legal. That's what they saying. Like,
so they let it go the whole time.
So whenever other high school players move, they gotta move with it gotta be with a family or a guardian. It can't just be with the coach just so you can get the best player.
I thought he
in the
moved
country.
the whole family. He didn't move the whole
cheating,
family,
bro. Because you're a high school coach, but you're an ex-NBA player, and you can move how many coaches can move a whole family?
So
I mean, and I feel you on that.
This is high school. When
But,
talking about,
it's a competitive advantage when you are using your money to get players. that's not even in this district, bro, to win a state championship.
It happens.
You bought a
all
chip,
the
but you bought
time.
a chip. And so, far as the NCAA, I'm with you on that. I don't think you getting money has anything to do with me showing up and playing basketball on the court.
So
high school,
I kind of gotta.
No, so
I don't agree. Like,
high school
okay.
is a jurisdiction thing. That's what I said. It's
I've
different.
seen this in.
I
I've
didn't
seen
say
this
nothing
coming
about
up.
the money. It's the jurisdiction thing. You're supposed to get the best players from your jurisdiction and go to war and win state that way.
Now you
That's
gonna,
the rules.
See, now I don't want. You gonna make me snitch on my whole high school career.
Don't, man.
Bro. But
Don't-
all I'm saying
don't do
is,
that. We
not
know-
on me.
we
not
know
on me.
they-
I moved jurisdiction to play baseball.
I know people
I moved
personally
jurisdiction to play baseball.
that done it.
And they probably done it the right way. That's another thing I was saying.
No, they
There's a
didn't.
There's a right way you can do it, man. You got to have somebody on the inside in the real jurisdiction, man.
Come
You
on,
cannot
man.
just relocate your family because the coach got the bag like that, man.
He has a point.
You can't do that, bro. That's cheating, bro.
Bro,
Because the
I'm
other
not
coaches
serious.
can't do that, Hill.
Bro, it has happened at lower level high school, bro. I'm talking. I've seen this with my own eyes.
I know it's. I'm not,
And it's happened.
But look,
bro, I've seen
I'm not
people
saying
move
it
from
don't
Portsmouth,
happen.
go to Chesapeake, play,
And win.
and win.
Yeah, I
and
seen
they
people go to
still-
Norfolk
They still live in Portsmouth.
and win in Norfolk. I seen people do that.
It happens. I'm like, we talking about high school. It happens
But like
all
I
the
said,
time.
if you do it the correct way, then there's nothing that they can do about it. But when you clearly relocate the family, bro, that's cheating, bro. I'm sorry, Hill. That's cheating, man.
They been cheating. People been cheating, bro. Hold on, bro. High schools recruit too.
I'm
We not
just
gonna
saying.
we not gonna play this game. High schools don't recruit either.
They do.
So what are we talking about here? And I got the best play. Y'all didn't do it. I did it. Come on, bro. Like, we not gonna nah.
But if that's the case, bro, if every high school, if they were doing it like that, bro, the richest high school would always win, bro, and nobody else will have a chance because you can buy the
They
players.
do.
The richest high schools do win.
Not,
They
all,
do.
not in Virginia, they don't, man.
Says who?
Not in Virginia, they don't. There's just public schools that's winning. There's a lot of schools with a lot more money that don't win in Virginia.
And they did it the way that I told you, that I just told you. Bro,
Yeah,
my school,
they
my,
may
yo,
they may
my
have
school,
done it that way.
My high
but
school,
what I'm saying is the schools that make more money, that have the bag to pay more people, aren't necessarily doing it that way.
you don't necessarily have to have the bag either. Bro, in Portsmouth alone, we built a super team in Norfolk for basketball, and they built a super team for football at Wilson.
Yeah.
All in Portsmouth. Everybody got it. If you needed a zone waiver, you ain't got a zone waiver. This is all Portsmouth for free. They did this on their own merit.
All right, so
They ain't just doing this in they did it in Norfolk. I talked to people. They do
here's
this
the
in high
thing.
school.
None of the coaches were buying the families' homes and relocating them. No, that's
Cannon. I can't agree with you there because you know why. So in Cincinnati, it was a public school, Division II. Somehow this Division II public school ended up getting O.J. Mayo and Bill Walker.
Like how?
Well, how? O.J. Mayo ended up choking a girl. He ended up leaving, going to a West Virginia school. Bill Walker ended up.
I never said that
I like.
that's not happening. What I'm telling you, I'm speaking about this situation. They got caught, bro.
But they've been open. How do you get caught when you've been?
Bro,
been
they had on that team with O.J. Mayo and Bill. They had two other people that ended up going Division I. This school ain't never had Division I prospects ever in basketball. Somehow they get 4 on one
The
team.
district that they're
So
in has rules. If Penny violated the rules by doing that, bada bing, bada boom. Ain't no way around it.
So let me just like I
matter
said,
what all these
like I
other
said,
schools are
I wanted to
doing.
take I wanted to take this off of
Have.
I wanted to take this off of high school and I wanted to take this to college. The reason why I think that Penny actually
What failed?
like the reason why I feel like Penny actually is kind of in a bind here is because as much as they wanted to say no, he never knew that he was going to be a head coach of Memphis. You are an alum of Memphis. You are a famous alum of Memphis, and you are an alum with money from Memphis. So regardless of what you say, you spend money on anybody, you are a booster. You have a pipeline to Memphis. You have an inside knowledge of Memphis. So we may not have known that you was gonna be the head coach.
That's what makes it
You
worse.
like, and so in the NCAA's eyes, there may have not been reports that you was gonna be the head coach of Memphis, but somehow you one of the top AAU coaches in the land. So apparently you start getting these top players. To me, what else would Memphis do but hire you so we can get these top players? So that's why. No, Hill. I'm sorry. So that's why in the NCAA eyes, that's why I believe is in trouble. And of course, I'm always going to be on the side of the players. But yes, I think Penny, he put his players in jeopardy because of the situation he was in. He put them in jeopardy. I can't bail him out.
And he's a bro.
That's not my thing was, like I said, he never knew, but nobody was going to.
He knows, bro.
No,
How do you know that, Hill?
Whoa, we knew it.
How do you know that AG didn't like?
Hold on, Memphis been trash at basketball since Coach Cal left. Let's be honest.
Right. Exactly.
Pitt
So
been
when you got
AAU for a while, he been getting top plays for a while. He could have been got the job.
But listen to me here. But when you start getting them consistently, then he start. So that's what I'm saying. How do we know that you start showing? Hey, you starting to get AAU players consistently. You can, if you can get this high school player that we think is going to be good, you can get these three, and you can show that hey, you might be able to get them to come to Memphis. Hey, we'll bring you on as the head coach, so that way we can get them into your program, and that those players that have been in your AAU program can start funneling here. That's what I'm saying.
15 years, Penny has done a lot in youth basketball. Period. Like he's.
I understand that.
He's a big figure down there.
But then also youth, and so now they like basketball is one of the only sports where from a young age you can kind of put a target on someone and say, I think he's gonna be something.
Yeah.
So what? So who's to say that when Memphis said, "You got this kid, we think he's gonna be something. If you can build a pipeline with him, we will give you this head coaching position, and you can get him to us, and we can do some things." Okay. But then you never know how other schools get caught up in situations, giving out money, bagmans and stuff like that, and you try and keep it quiet. And next thing you know, you're the next victim.
Okay, so my thing is, he gave all this information up from the beginning. That don't lessen nothing.
Because that was the ploy here. That was his ploy, to hide out in the open and try to do it that way to make it look like it's innocent. But what AJ has said and what anybody knows is because you were a famous alum from that school and you've been donating to the program,
you are a booster.
You know that though. You see what I'm saying? Don't matter if it was one time or half the time.
So why they let him play the first game?
Because the school.
Because he got that court injunction. He got that court injunction.
That was the second game, AJ. That was the second game. They let him play the first game. They played the first game. He played one game before that, and nobody said a word.
Because the NCAA ain't say nothing. But once they said it, then he got the court injunction.
So what was they waiting? What was they waiting on?
So the reason why
the stripping. You know how the NCAA do.
But no.
You got to play the game before we can charge you now.
But then you got to think about this also. So think about it like this: when the feds is on you, they may not say nothing right away. They're gonna build their case, so they can stack things up so it makes it harder for you to get off. So they can say, we got this on you, we got this on you, we got this on you. Mm-hmm. So you can't say, oh, we got this loophole because you brought the case to us. They're gonna let you build the case on yourself and really put the information on you so they can say, okay, we got this airtight.
Keep going.
And so what they did is they let them play the first game, and then when he got that court injunction the second game, that even hurts him further because now it's like, okay, just because you got this court injunction doesn't absolve you of anything if we find anything against you. The court injunction actually hurts you because now you were, you broke the rules knowingly. But you tried to circumvent the situation by getting this court injunction and thinking that, okay, we drop it. But the NCAA got the NCAA, they're going to make you not only vacate, but they're going to get postseason bans, scholarship bans, and it's going to really hurt your program.
I hope not.
So this is my thing.
I hope not too, but I think it's going to happen.
When you brought up the feds, what helps you out when the feds catch you? cooperating, right?
Yo, the Blazers just signed Melo.
Thank God.
Oh man,
Thank God somebody signed my guy, man.
y'all gonna answer me though.
Huh?
Y'all gonna answer me. That was a good point. That was a good rebuttal. No, I'm not gonna let that slide. We gonna get back.
Okay,
We're gonna get back to
what'd you say?
God damn it.
What'd you say?
What we gonna do when the feds come get you? What's the best thing to do? Is cooperate, right?
Sometimes, if you a snitch,
That's always they want you to do, right?
that's what they want you to do. Yeah, but that's
And
not,
Penny gave up all the info. All right, so what's up with you?
No, wait.
Hey, look, you know what? Y'all got it.
Because you
Y'all got
you
it.
said
But
okay.
No, we don't got you.
No,
It's an opinion. So it's like your opinion is still valid. I respect.
Because I do
respect-
want to say
I respect.
I
your
respect
opinion.
y'all's. I'm just conceding to this one. Y'all
But
y'all
you
voice
don't.
are stronger than mine.
But you don't have to. Is what I'm telling you because.
wait, can
your case is just as strong.
let me jump in here real quick because I know Hill conceded right after that situation, but I do want to say is the feds, when you cooperate, they do lessen your time, but by them getting that court injunction was them not cooperating. So that's why it's really gonna come down on them because they didn't cooperate. Even though Penny said this, and this, Penny said, "Hey, you got this court injunction, you gonna play." If they were cooperating after that first game, James Wiseman would have sat his ass down. So let's go to Chase Young.
Yeah, I'm about to say, please, we got
real
to go
quick.
chase.
Real quick,
All right,
before
go
we go there, just because you mentioned Cal in there, and I just wanted to shout out, you said it long time ago on this pod, maybe in the 20s or even before then.
Yeah, we was early in the game.
When's the last time Cal been Cal?
And they lost to who? Evans who?
Bro,
Evan Ross?
I don't even know the name of that college.
I got some Cuddy last night.
Yeah, you ain't get no cutting. Just scrawny. That's who beat Kentucky. Evan.
Kentucky, bro.
Come on, Evansville. Come on, bro. Come on now.
And
that's pathetic.
And one, you losing before Maui?
You can't even get
You never supposed to lose before Maui when you're a blue blood,
bro. Evansville.
And then
Evansville.
they're not even a real team.
They only Evansville.
I don't even know. I've never seen them play in my life.
They probably need me on their squad. You know?
But go ahead, Chase. Come on.
So how we feel about Chase? He said he took money from a family friend, which is now all of a sudden he's a booster too.
Yeah.
And they paid the money back. Now that's a violation too. Now like you can't get no type of loan. Oh,
I don't like that you can't get a loan, bro. I don't like that.
That's
now relocating your whole family, that's different. But if I'm on academic scholarship, I can get any type of loan I want. Predatory, I can get a good loan, I can get a loan shark. Nobody will care what I do if I'm on an academic scholarship.
That predatory sound real R. Kelly-ish, but let's.
But no, predatory lending. There's people out here who.
No, I know what you're saying.
Bad
I know the
rates.
word. But
Come on now. But this is the thing. Like, if I'm on athletic scholarship, all of a sudden now I can't borrow $20 to wash a load of clothes.
Yeah, sad.
You don't need
If
$20 to
I-
wash.
if
how many clothes you got to be spending $20
Got
on
a
washing a
lot,
load
bro.
of clothes?
And if I waited a long
I was about to
time.
say in college, you definitely wait till you do your last pair of drawers.
And so look, I go to coach because everybody else I've asked, all my friends, everybody broke. I say, coach, I didn't ask everybody else, bro. I just need $20. And somehow, some way, somebody seen that. Somebody told the NCAA. And I'm in trouble now.
Bro, he act like he ain't never
So-
done his last pair of drawers, bro. You know how
No.
I'm in trouble.
Bro,
emergency drawers.
I used to steal my drawers from Walmart, so I didn't have to spend money on laundry. So I 100%. So, but my whole issue with this Chase Young,
He ain't had no drawers and then.
No, I never-
Drawers?
I'm not no cute. I never free balled. I stole my drawers from Walmart. But the statute of limitations are up on that. And then also,
So you
what I will say.
So you think
But-
Penny?
Go ahead.
So what I will say though is, like, to fly your girl out to the Rose Bowl, that's not.
That's my family, bro. That's my family. You can't ask me to be a part of this team, go have the greatest moment of my life to this point. I'm 18, 19. I'm going to be in a Rose Bowl, and I can't even afford to have my girlfriend there. So a friend of the family.
Do we know how much? Well, I do want to know. Do we?
Say I'm a fluter out for you.
I
bro.
don't care if that's a thought, bro. That's 2 games worthy. Is that 2 games suspension
It's
worthy?
no games worthy. That's
what I'm
my
saying. Like I
whole
said,
point.
I don't care if that's his jump off.
Because, bro, listen, if I'm coming to school and I'm sacrificing everything and I can't even borrow $20 to wash my clothes, I should at least be able to fly my girl out if I should be just so lucky enough to make it to the Rose Bowl. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Go and get your last one, AJ, because I'm gonna end it with this one so we can transition. Come on.
All right, so all I'm gonna say is, I mean, yeah, I understand y'all. I actually am on the side of Chase Young, but, bruh,
No, you're not.
stop it. Get some help. Like, bro.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a
So did she fly out to the game in Iowa? Nah, you just trying to get some.
It wasn't a life changing, bro. This is a life changing. Listen, on all the contracts that you ever sign, on all your leases, they ever say, in lieu of a life changing experience, this contract can become null and void.
If it ain't good enough to fly her to Iowa, it ain't good enough to fly her to LA. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna tell y'all supporters.
Pasadena?
I'm gonna tell y'all supporters a secret right now. We have been penalized for changing our recording date to Thursday. I'm normally the impulsive one that switches up his stance. You know, when we give it time off. These two right here, oh man. We gonna. I'm not, no. And that's not a negative. That's not a negative. Y'all have came with concise points, logic, information. I'm just surprised, to be quite honest.
Why are you surprised?
I'm surprised. I'm surprising you. I'm surprising you with the Wiseman thing, and I'm surprised at AJ with Chase Young. He been Jay Billison the whole time about the NCAA not paying players.
But I like that he did that.
And that's
how you 3-man weave it, bro.
And that's what I'm telling the supporters now. That they benefited from not the impulse. This is research right here.
Yeah. And some of it is a little bit of emotion, because when it comes to college players, I try to put myself in their shoes because I was once a college student. Maybe not a college athlete, but I was still a college student, and I understand how broke I was in college, and how I needed sometimes. You know, Hill, we was on swipes. Like we had to share swipes with each other.
We had to eat.
We had to
sneaking in through the calf back door.
And shout out to the security guard who used to let us slide. Like, you know, we could have lost scholarship for that, bro. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? We were able to just matriculate through college because we were regular students. But if we were on a team and we were doing that, sliding through the line, we could have lost a scholarship, bro.
All right,
so
it's time to get the cap, yo.
Well,
let's get the cap.
Real quick. I just need a quick one word because I lost the bet to one of our favorite supporters, and so I just want to make sure that I get this in before I get out of here, and you know I don't get called a fraud and I don't get called out. So one of our favorite supporters, Ross.
I got Ross.
_Row_Junior on Instagram. He said, you know, I lost the bet to him, so I want to bring up the 76ers real quick. Are the 76ers Eastern Conference, you know, title contender, and are they a championship favorite really quickly?
They're not my favorite. They are a contender, though.
They are a contender. Not my favorite. I don't think they'll be there in the end, no.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be there in the end. And all right, I hate to do this to you guys, but the Ryan Tannehill-led Titans, do they have a shot? do they have a shot?
No, they don't.
They have a jolt of energy, is what I'm gonna say, and that's it.
And Ryan
I hate I have to
Tannehill
do
looks
this.
like he can play.
He got a chip on the shoulder.
Oh,
well, I was gonna say what?
Finish that.
He got
Damn sure he got
a microchip.
I don't know if you remember this, but very early on, I talked about how the GM from the Dolphins was the one who recommended that he put off that ACL surgery, set that man back, bro, and ultimately messed the Dolphins up. So you know it is what it is.
And I know we remember when we was bashing Adam Gase, and like when he was a quarterback guru, like when he had a healthy Ryan Tannehill got him to the playoffs, and that was on the Gase. Like,
and I'm giving that to Ryan Tannehill. I'm still bashing Gase.
It fully committed.
Exactly.
All right, we got to get the cap, man. We got to get the cap. So we were positive on the Jay-Z impact of the deal that he signed with the NFL. AJ was more reluctant.
Yeah.
He wanted to wait and see. And then first reports came out, you know, Jay-Z was looking a little shaky, you know.
He ain't had no time.
But like when you're already reluctant and then he looking shaky, it just adds more fuel to the fire.
This guy's give people time.
And that's what we were saying.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying because once again we was on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
So on top of that, so it's reported that he had some influence on this Kaepernick workout that's going to be Saturday. If he did, kudos to him. He done his job. He done his job on that aspect. All he can do is have influence on the workout. Jay-Z it's nothing else that he can do. He can't tell when it's going to be. He can't do nothing else. Jay-Z did his part on that part. So we got to just give him, if he had any positive influence on that, we got to give him his kudos on that.
You're going to be real happy with me because I'm not giving him no kudos for that. I don't believe all these reports that just come out of nowhere.
Whoa. That's not now. Now we're going to get to.
Yeah.
Now see, now we're going to get to the workout.
That's what I wanted to.
See, now
that's what I wanted to say. That's why I had some things.
That's why I'm here, AJ.
All I want to do is, like I say, when Jay-Z got the negative,
you know,
everybody.
I'm a Jay-Z fan. I'm going to
everybody
ride
got
with
it.
my guy.
So I just
and
wanted to give him
still
that.
say, give him a chance to let him work what he can work with the NFL. If he wants to try to make the NFL better and they want to partner with him, why are we mad at that? That's number one. But
Let's get to this workout.
far as this Cap thing,
Are we sold? No. Matter of fact,
As far as this Cap thing,
because I know, I'm gonna let y'all go. I got to say this. We do memes on social media, and some of the supporters that we do have, sometimes they don't listen to the actual pod. They just go with the memes and they react. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Me, Hill, Cannon, AJ, we want Cap back in the league. That will be a meme. You ain't got to worry about that. We want him back in the league. I can speak for everybody on here right now. We want Cap back in the league. We are just taking emotion out of this situation of everything that's been put to the table and giving out logical responses to this, to whatever going on. I just wanted to just make this clear, because that's going to be a meme. We want Cap back in the league.
for the Jay-Z thing, the reason why I don't give him no kudos because I don't think you really moved him to do this workout. I just want you to work on get more black people jobs, not even more black people, more minorities jobs. I want you to do all the things I want you to work on social justice within the NFL and however they can outreach into the community. That's what I want you to work on. It's up to the NFL itself to not be a racist entity and to give people fair opportunity for a job. Now, last time I seen Cap play football, I wasn't even sold. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all. Mm-hmm. He was a decent quarterback.
I remember he had that shoulder injury.
Yeah, he had injuries, but he was a decent quarterback, and I've seen Cap live. So he was a decent quarterback. Now, will I say the last time I seen Cap play, he is better than I've seen a lot of people start this year. I will say that. So, do I think he can still play in this league? Yes, I do. Do I think he deserves a shot? Yes, I do. Do I think whether Cap gets a job or not, that should weigh on how we feel about Jay-Z? No, I do not. I don't think the two go together. I think
don't want to cut you off. Right? Let's just stop talking about Jay-Z.
But no, I just wanted to make that a point.
I just gave him his flower right quick, but cool. Let's just keep.
But no, I'm saying. So for how I feel.
Nah, because I got something I need to say.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like it's the points that we got to make.
I'm sorry.
Like I'm for Cap getting a job. I think he's better than some quarterbacks that we've seen play this year. For a fact, I know he's better than Mason Rudolph.
All right, let me hop in here. Let me hop in here real quick.
Go there. He's better than Mason Rudolph. If the Pittsburgh Steelers had Cap on their roster, they might have won all of their games without him. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is, and that's just my opinion. But I don't think I did have to say that, Hill. I don't think that Jay-Z should be tied. Whatever happens with Cap, that should not be tied to Jay-Z and what he's trying to do with the NFL. I think that's two total separate things. Go ahead, AJ.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
Because my whole point is, if Jay-Z had anything to do with Cap getting a workout, I don't care. Because my issue was never with Jay-Z getting Cap a job. My issue was with Jay-Z continuing Cap's fight and getting money to continue Cap's fight for social justice. And that's why I felt like, oh, if Jay-Z stepping in and, pushing Cap out the way to take the money, but just put, entertainment into it and, work with the NFL just to say, hey, I'm going to do this and we'll hand out a little bit of this, but we're not really pushing the envelope to actually get social justice in this country, to get social equality, not even social equity, but social equality, then that's why I had the problem. And so, yeah, you getting Cap back in the league as a backup, because to me, Cap was still putting pressure on the NFL to try and, say, oh, but what are y'all doing? So that players coalition that was with the NFL, the players coalition, had to keep their feet to the fire and say, okay, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do, and really lay out, okay, how they're going to help out, what they're going to do in the community, things like that. I don't need Jay-Z to tell me, okay, Meek Mill's going to open up for the NFL, season. And Diplo's going to do Monday night. What Diplo got to do with social justice? You get what I'm saying? What anybody that's performing at the Super Bowl for halftime got to do with anything for social justice? I don't care about that. What I care about is what y'all actually doing. Like, y'all have the money, y'all have the lawyers. Like, why aren't y'all necessarily putting out, I haven't heard the NFL fighting for Rodney Reed. That's what I wanted. I know it's not going to happen, exactly. But to me, that's what. But that's what I'm saying. So to me, I feel like that's stuff that Cap fights for. If you're going to say, okay, we're not trying to take over for Cap, but that's what Cap is fighting for. He's fighting for that social justice. If you're not doing that, if I don't see you speaking out, I don't see you pushing that. To me, I don't really see what the issue. What are you doing?
But if they pick up Cap's issues, then they'll have to pick up everybody's issues. Like no corporation is picking up an individual's issues, AJ.
But see, that's my thing. But see, I can't say an individual's issue because Cap's issues aren't an individual issues. Cap's issues are black people's issues. 75% black league.
He's choosing to represent them. He's choosing to speak out against them.
Okay, can I say something?
Go ahead.
How much time could we? Let's get to the workout. That's all right. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Well, so the last thing I'll say is he's not choosing his personal issues over the league. He's choosing to not take the league's money over the greater good, in my eyes.
That's fine. I've never said that there was nothing wrong with that. But what I don't feel like is you could charge somebody else for not carrying his torch. You cannot do that. That's not what I woke up wanting to do this morning. Right. And I don't have to do that. I can sign no contract and say, as your brother, I'm going to carry your torch. I'm going to go ahead and do my thing, and I should be judged off that.
But to me, if you're going to be considered to be this,
I think the workout is a stunt to what Hill's saying. I think the workout is a stunt. To answer Hill's question,
I do too. Okay, so
publicity.
I believe it too.
By the NFL.
Exactly. Let's get to that. We didn't have to.
I believe.
No, we had to, man.
We kind of did. I believe the workout. And the reason why I believe the workout is a stunt and a publicity stunt is just off of the fact that they're not giving him no reason why he can't have it on Tuesday. They just said, nah, you got to have it on a Saturday. We don't know who's coming. We don't know who inquired about you.
I still say it's a stunt.
But even though, because like I told y'all in the chat, on Tuesdays, that's when undrafted players and free agents, they come in, teams work them out, and they try out. So why not?
Years, though, bro. He should have been in here. Like, if at this point.
So my whole thing is, it's supposed to be 3 years, but on a day that, players that aren't in the NFL try out, they say, nah, you can't have that. You get Saturday, which is the day that teams are traveling.
You had Tuesday 3 years ago is my point. You see what I'm saying?
We talking about the same thing, but not on a different platform.
I feel you on that. But it's like it's a stunt. Or a Saturday, if it was a Wednesday, if it was during the game.
It's 3 years late.
It don't matter. Because they're sending people there regardless. They're going to send people there regardless. Like,
bro, they sending me and Michelle there.
And I think it's just cause. Because I would look bad at this point if I don't go, especially if I'm a team that doesn't have.
If it was Tuesday, if Tuesday, what difference would it make?
I'm just saying I still would send just cause I don't know if there's a lot of interest.
If it was Tuesday, what difference would it make? This is week 11. It's week 11 of his 3-year absence.
Monday and Tuesdays are off days in the NFL schedules, and so that would allow their top brass, the people who have the power to make decisions, to go there and do it. So Saturday is a walkthrough day in the NFL, and so the people who got to make decisions are probably going to be on site with the team.
It's not, but this
that's the one aspect that I do feel about what AJ is saying.
But listen to the question. He's been off, as we know, he's been out of the league for 3 years.
3 years. That's ridiculous.
It's out of 3 years now. What difference does it make? What
No,
day
to
does
him, it don't make a difference because it's an opportunity. Is an opportunity, but is it a real opportunity?
It's week. It's been 3 years since he's been absent out of the league. So now all of a sudden, week 11 is when they want to have a workout for him.
That's why I don't believe it.
Like,
they should have been in training camp.
What I'm saying. That's why I don't care if it was Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day. It's week 11 out of year 3 of him not being in the league. Day.
Okay, so at the end of the day, we all on the same page. This shit's a farce. It's all a fraud. It ain't nothing. And like he's gonna sign to the Bengals. He's gonna look trash because the Bengals is trash. And then everybody's gonna say, you know what? He never should have been in the league 2 years ago because look how bad he looks with the Bengals. He can't even get that trash ass off. Exactly. So it's gonna look like he's trash. He's gonna be like, so Noah's gonna be like, he should have never been in the league in the first place. He can't hang on with the team. He didn't latch on the team. The Bengals don't have a quarterback anyway, and they're gonna be like,
he's better than Andy Dalton. He's better than Mason Rudolph. I'm saying that.
He couldn't have been signed there.
Huh?
He couldn't have been signed in neither one of these teams and still look trash. No.
Yes.
It's like
he should have.
So what's the difference between week? He's not getting signed.
No, not even that.
He just said that.
He said he's going to get signed to the Bengals. And look,
he is. But what I'm saying, that would
he said
that was before that. But what I'm saying is, Colin Kaepernick could be Colin.
It's a facade.
Y'all hit me with SAT words. I'm on Jameson.
Colin Kaepernick literally can be a backup for 28 teams at least on minimum.
We know
he can start for 5.
We
6,
knew
7.
this. We knew this 3 years ago.
Even with me thinking that he was only decent, he can start for 5.
Hey, yo. Remember the year that Colin Kaepernick started protesting and he wasn't in the league after he declined, and there was like, oh no, Colin Kaepernick can't be in the league because you have to tailor your offense to him. Can you look at the offenses now and think, maybe Colin Kaepernick could have backed up Deshaun Watson. Colin Kaepernick could have backed up Marcus Mariota because Marcus Mariota ain't starting no more. Marcus Mariota could have backed up maybe, another running quarterback like
it took RG3
Cam Newton
to get in there.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Cam Newton, RG3, shit. I mean, who was?
It's just an excuse.
Who was before Baker?
It's just an excuse at this point.
And Tyrod was in Buffalo. Colin Kaepernick couldn't back up Tyrod in Buffalo. He couldn't back up.
And that's the thing. Like I said, that's why it's frustrating. Like we know that he should have been in the league. Like we know this. So the fact that they just jumped out and said all of a sudden now we're going to do a private workout and
that's how we. Okay. So that's how we all agree that this is some bullshit, right?
But that's why I showed Jay some love off the strength of you did try to get him a workout. You tried to give him something. You tried to give him something. He didn't have
don't get him a workout.
He didn't have nothing before Jay. Let's be honest. Okay,
don't get him. Don't get him a workout. Don't get him a workout. Continue to fight. Oh shit! Is that me?
You know that ain't me. You looking at me like that's you can hear it in your head,
bro. Why is Ross calling me?
Because he heard it. He heard it live.
His ears is itching. But it's time for us to get out of here anyway. So here you go.
My thing about
hey Ross, we hanging up, bro. Get off my phone.
What up, Playboy?
Hey, nah, good? We not doing this tonight. Hey,
is it good? You can't have a special guest calling?
Nah, we ended the podcast.
I bet. Say no more, man. All right. All
right.
Get Ross out of here. We've been sick of Ross. Ross is our guy. Ross is our guy.
We love Ross, man, but we got to get him off. We got to get him off.
Before we, I wanted to say the NFL. Who's on the NFL PR? Fire them.
Please.
Fire them. This is terrible.
It's the worst.
And you know what? They had this on a silver platter. What they could have did. They could have brought Cap in for a workout 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And listen, all they had to do was report. Hey, just say he trash.
Bro, if you bring Colin Kaepernick into camp, cut him during camp. No, Cannon, can I say something?
Talking about PR, bro.
Let me speak, Cannon.
That would have been a lie. And then it would have got out.
No.
Narratives run the world, bro.
Exactly. All you gotta do is bring Colin Kaepernick into camp, off season.
He's gonna
cut
win
him
the
before.
Job if you bring him into camp. He coming
not necessarily.
He's gonna win the job.
What you gotta?
He's gonna win a job. He goes to Cincinnati.
Look,
he's gonna win a job.
Okay, Cannon.
He goes
what
to
if you do this?
Minnesota Vikings. He's gonna win a job. Super Bowl.
I'm gonna tell you. It's gonna. I'm gonna
Super Bowl. So they can't bring him in there like that, which is why they tried to wait till he's old, bro.
We running out of time. Yeah. Sorry, we gonna take our. We sorry.
Social media, we coming.
We coming with the smoke.
Yeah, we gonna do some IGTVs in this bitch.
Oh yeah, you know how that's gonna go. Cause we about to utilize our
Michelle's sick of us.
You can catch us on all major podcast platforms, 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _. You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. I'm Hill, that's Cannon, that's AJ, and that was Ross. And we out, baby.
Shout out to Ross.
Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave. We come at you with topics. No, you cannot stop it.